Chelsea have closed the gap to just 2 points on fourth-place Tottenham after Cesc Fabregas scored an early winner against Swansea on Saturday evening. Antonio Conte's men fought hard to keep a clean sheet at the Liberty Stadium as they continue to chase Champions League qualification. Here, Sportsmail runs you through all the things you might have missed from the Blues' 1-0 win at the Liberty Stadium. Fabregas reaches 50 Premier League goals. Cesc Fabregas became the third Spanish player to reach 50 goals in the Premier League after effortlessly curling the ball past Lucas Fabianski early on at Liberty Stadium. The two other Spaniards that have reached the milestone also played for Chelsea, with Diego Costa and Fernando Torres reaching at least half a century of goals during their time in England. Conte's quick off the mark following Chelsea's 1-0 win over Swansea. Antonio Conte became the third quickest manager to reach 50 Premier League wins. The Italian did it in 73 matches, while Jose Mourinho managed to achieve the feat in just 63 games, while Pep Guardiola reached 50 Premier League wins in 69. If Conte does leave Stamford Bridge this summer, his successor will have a tough time eclipsing the 48-year-old. One Swansea fan can hardly keep her eyes open. It seemed Swansea's performance inside 15 minutes was all too much for one young Swansea fan as she struggled to keep her eyes open. The youngster was cradled in her mum's arms before being woken up by her fellow supporters, much to her mother's amusement. The following 75 minutes probably did little to rouse her from her sleep as Swansea failed to threaten Thibaut Courtois' goal. While another Swans supporter bites his fist in anger, referee John Moss appeared to upset the majority of the Swansea contingent after wrongfully penalising Jordan Ayew for fouling N'Golo Kanté in the 25th minute. Manager Carlos Carvalhal laughed at the decision, while one supporter was seen furiously biting his fist in anger. The Swans supporter struggled to hide his rage at what ended as a frustrating day for the Welsh club, who sit above the relegation zone. Jordan Ayew leaves a mark on Gary Cahill and doesn't get booked. With the game petering out, the Swansea players became desperate in their attempts to equalise and get themselves out of the relegation battle there currently in. Jordan Ayew appeared in a little overzealous after clattering into Chelsea defender Cahill in what was arguably a red card offence late on in the game. With Moss staring right at the incident, he surprisingly waved away any appeals as the defender held his head while rolling on the floor. Play was brought back after strong protests from the Chelsea players, but no card was brandished by the referee, much to the anger of fans in the stadium and on social media. John Moss gets blasted on Twitter for his performance after missing several big moments in the game. John Moss came under intense scrutiny from both sets of fans on social media. The 47-year-old failed to punish Ayew for his tough challenge on Cahill and wrongfully award Chelsea a free kick when Conte brought down Ayew outside the Chelsea area. This led to furious fans to voice their disapproval of Moss' performance, with some branding the match official as an absolute disgrace while labeling his efforts as inexcusable.